Hi, this is Sean from Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Alright, so we use the multimeter to check continuity, flathead screwdriver there to get the terminals off of the switches. The 5/16 nut driver to remove the switch, and I use my my outlet voltage tester just to verify we have proper electricity at the unit. Complaint is that the washer won't do anything. So what we're going to do, just to verify the complaint, just turn it on. On this model, we just pull out the timer knob. Nothing happens. I'm just going to rotate the timer, try it in another cycle. Nothing there. Make sure that all of our selections are made here properly. Still nothing. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, the easiest thing for me is I'm going to verify power at the unit. So I'm going to go to the plug. I have my little voltage tester here. I'm going to remove the plug, plug it in, and if the two orange lights here light up, we know we have proper voltage. So that's what I'm going to do next. So we're just going to unplug the washer. I'm just going to take my voltage tester here, insert it, and we have the two on the right that are illuminating, which if we look at the key on here, it shows that at the very bottom that is correct. I'm going to take the console apart here. I want to check the lid switch. This is a very common part to go bad. I'm going to access my control panel. There are Phillips screws here on the top. Before we get the screws out, the top will just go forward. And now I can see our lid switch, which is located right in the center down here. Okay, first thing I'm going to check here is our lid switch. Now visibly, just by looking, it appears that maybe our fuse is bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to disconnect the wire, and I'm just going to ohm it out. Just going to pull one of the leads off, and I'm going to then put the at each end of the fuse. No continuity at all. Obviously that's what I should hear. So obviously we have a bad fuse on that there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and replace our lid switch. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect all of our wiring. Alright, so I got my wiring out of the way. Set that to the side. Now here we have one 5/16 screw that we're going to be able to then remove the whole assembly. Just get my screw out. Now this here, in order to remove it, we have to tilt it up and untuck it because it has tabs over here. They go into the corresponding slots. Now this is our actuator that our lid is connected to, so when our lid opens and closes, it will go front and backwards. Okay, so you see the two buttons in here. You have a white circular and a little red button. Those are the two switches that have to be actuated by that little lever that's connected to the lid. So when we position our new switch, we're going to have to open and close the lid and make sure we hear each switch click to know that we have it in the right position, or else the washer won't work. So now we're going to go ahead and install our switch. I'm not going to hook up the wires until I know that I have the switch properly installed. So we got our switch here. I'm going to go ahead and insert it into the slot, and we can hear the two clicks that know that at least the lever is in between the two switches. Now I'm going to pull it up into the area that I think it's going to need to go. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down my screw. While I'm holding the switch, if I let go, you'll see the switch will go backwards. So I'm going to hold it into the position that I think it should be in. So it's in there tight, it's not going to go anywhere. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the control panel so that way I can open and close the lid. And then that way I can listen to make sure it engages both switches like it should. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just put the control panel up in position here. Not going to fasten it down because I need to open it up to connect our wiring, so I'm going to listen for 2 clicks. 1, 2, 1, 2. So obviously we can tell that I guessed right as far as the position. I'm going to open up my control panel again, and now I can connect all my wiring. Alright, so I'm going to get all my wiring here that I had pushed to the side, and I'm just going to start with whatever's easiest for me as far as what I remembered. It may help for you to label it, or you can do what I did and cheat a little bit. I used my phone or my camera on my phone. I took a picture so that way I couldn't get any of the wires mixed up, and that way at least I have a reference for where everything's going to go. Alright, so I have all my wires secured. I'm going to go ahead and close up my control panel, screw it down, and then we'll run a test cycle. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and close our control panel up. And I'm going to secure it with the 2 screws I removed earlier. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug our unit in, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the knob and turn it on. So obviously we have water coming through. I'm just going to let it fill up here. And then we're going to verify that the unit will agitate. Then we'll put it into the spin cycle and verify that the unit will spin and drain out. We're agitating right now. We're just going to start the spin cycle just to verify that. She said she had already put soap in there. That way we don't waste that for her. So obviously we're spinning right now. It's starting to drain. So everything seems to be operational. To verify the switch works, I'm going to open up the lid. It stops the unit. So everything is functioning as it should. Thank you for watching another quality in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.